You've read the title, so you know what this is about. It's a question that crosses our mind every time we hear it at a convenience store. Why are all of these cash registers using the Sonic the Hedgehog sound effect? It's such a random question and mystery, but it's one of those things that I feel never really gets answered. We hear it, we take notice, and then we go on with our day like it's nothing. Because it really is nothing. But it's something to me. And today, we're gonna figure this out. Or at least try to. Let me take you back to 1975. It's the mid-70s. Gaming's in its infancy, and there's a ripe, wide-open market for video game arcade machines. A company named Sammy Industry was born and had a primary focus in the budding amusement arcade market. By 1978, they'd build their first factory in Tokyo to begin video game development. Fast forward to 1990, and gaming's since blown up. Sammy Industries since created a plethora of subsidiaries and divisions for different electronic markets around the world. However, one of them, Techno Sammy Co., would be aimed at creating machines for the widely popular pachinko game we all know of today. By 2003, Sammy had grown to establish presences in various countries, including the US and the United Kingdom. Out of nowhere, Sega entered the mix when, that year, Sammy expressed interest in acquiring the company as one of its many pre-existing subsidiaries due to declining profits after the launch of the Dreamcast. At the time, Sega declined interest. However, a year later, a deal was eventually reached where Sammy would purchase a controlling share in the Sega Corporation for $1.1 billion. This resulted in a new branch of the company, Sega Sammy Holdings, and from here on, Sega was tasked with research and development of Sammy's entertainment and pachinko machines. But what about the cash registers? Well, as it turns out, since Sammy now owns the rights to Sega's IPs, they're able to license these out to various companies. With this in mind, I went out to a few gas stations around my area, notably ones that I knew utilized the Sonic sound effects, and asked the cashiers I came into contact with what the brand name of the registers were. And nearly all of them informed me that they're made by a company named Gilbarco Vita Roots. Their point-of-sale system, the Gilbarco Passports, was created in 1999 and has since grown to be one of the most popular convenience store systems to date, with over 40,000 locations utilizing their hardware. Considering the fact that there are roughly 70,000 gas stations with convenience stores in the US, it's safe to say that if you're going out to grab a quick snack while your gas is pumping, you just might be checking out with one of these systems. Anyway, it appears to me that Gilbarco utilizes third-party developers for their Passport POS software. Since their system's been in the business for upwards of 2 decades now, with clear market share dominance, I'm heavily leaning towards the possibility that Sega Sammy Holdings jumped in on the opportunity to either develop or assist in developing the software for the Gilbarco Passports. Either that, or they're simply licensing out the sound effects for their system. Although in hindsight, that one does seem like a bit more of a stretch. Considering the fact that these sonic sounds have been used for decades now, the potential of these being utilized without the knowledge of Sega Sammy Holdings just wouldn't make much sense. They've got to be involved, and considering that they're one of the most well-known developers out there, I truly believe that they have a hand in the Passport OS. And with that, we'll forever be grabbing delicious snacks, pumping gas, grabbing a drink, and listening to the sweet, nostalgic jingle of Sonic the Hedgehog collecting those rings. I've absolutely no idea why this took up so much of my weekend. Jesus Christ. I just wanted to grab a monster and be on my way, but yeah, this got to me. Anyway, that'll do it for tonight's random mystery adventure. Who knows, I might start doing more of these casual one-offs, somewhat in the same vein as my old 3 minutes or less series. However, these probably won't be as short. If you like them, let me know. With that out of the way though, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all. And good night.